I take pictures of your iris.
Okay.
So and then I will analyze your iris and also kind of write like a protocol. So what I see and also what I recommend, how to support this organ or this gland or this weakness that I see in the iris. And from there, for example, if you're my client and you want to work with me, I will also create like a tailored detoxification protocol for you.
Mm-hmm.
And I think in this last 2 years, I probably guided around, I don't know, around 500 people.
Wow,
So
that's a lot of people.
Which is a lot of experience,
For
yes.
sure, for sure.
And my own clients that I kind of guide, but I don't know, I can't count it right now. So yeah, so there's a lot of experience and a lot of knowledge from Dr. Morse's side, and this is what I kind of love to use for the program.
Welcome to this new episode, and today I am here with Elena. How are you?
Hi, I'm great. Thank you for having me.
Very nice. So Elena is a detoxification specialist and an iridologist. Mm-hmm. So let's get into it. Mm-hmm. What is your story in life?
I used to work for a publishing company in Germany, and I used to have like a really normal life with 9-to-5 job. And at some point, me and my partner, we were not so happy with the lifestyle that we had, like rushing every morning to the office, spending all your time and all your life basically in a concrete jungle or in a concrete office, and having not enough time for ourselves, for friends, for family, and also for like relationship. And so at some point we got inspired by a movie, and also we're kind of thinking about maybe this is something we can also do, like just like quit everything and go and travel the world and travel a little bit and just see what kind of opportunities will kind of open then once you kind of close one door. And so this is actually what we did. So I think 1 year later, we talked with our families and shared our, let's say, our plans. And 2 years later, we quit our jobs and decided to travel. So we traveled to Mauritius, to Bali, Sri Lanka, Australia, Singapore, and then we came to this beautiful island here in the beginning of 2020, and I'm still here. So like I said, and my kind of journey or my lifestyle, even back then in Germany, kind of was created a few steps for my job right now. So I am on a vegetarian diet for around 10 years now.
Wow.
And then at some point I also started to look into detoxification processes, and this was a topic that I found like really interesting. I was like a sponge, like sucking, bringing all the informations together and like reading all this stuff in internet and so on. And at some point, I also kind of got in touch with Iridology and Dr. Morse, and so I that was so fascinating for me that I decided kind of to go deeper and to learn it like on a deeper level. So to basically to have more knowledge in this field. So basically this is kind of
in a nutshell. I'd like to ask you, what prompted you originally to become vegetarian and then vegan? There was some sort of like trigger, or?
So actually it was, let's say, more or less like health issues. So I used to experiment a lot with my diet, and at some point I also kind of wanted to do like this vegetarian or vegan diet. So I used to be a vegetarian for quite a while, and then I was like, okay, let's kind of see if that, like, the vegan diet also works for me. And after I kind of decided to go on this special diet, I also kind of saw improvements in my health. So I used to have like headaches, PMS, like really excessive pain in my while I had my period, or I had breakouts like pimples in my face, on my shoulders and back, and this kind of things. And also like energy levels, you know, like when you, so for example, I used to work in the office, so we had like a lunch break, and every time I went like for lunch, and then I come back and I was like really like knocked out. So no energy at all. Of course, the food that I used to eat back then, it's like kind of, it's not a not like a big it's not a wonder that it's kind of took all the energy from my system. And so I kind of saw improvements in my body, in my health, my skin, and like in general, or like over all energy levels. And so that's why I kind of stayed on this diet. And that's what led me kind of to this detoxification journey.
Very interesting. And also you mentioned two modalities. One is sort of detoxification, particularly through the lens of Dr. Morse that you're qualified in, yeah? And also the other one is iridology. What came first, iridology or Dr. Morse?
Actually, detoxification journey came first. And through that, I discovered Dr. Morse. And together with Dr. Morse came also iridology, because he uses iridology also as a part to detect and to see where people have imbalances or strength and weakness in the system, in the body. And this is also kind of a tool for me. This is also how I work now with my clients, is ideally to check the iris first, and also to see what is going on in the body, in the system. In the iris you can really see kind of everything. Your organs reflect to your iris. So you know this this quote, "Your eyes are the window to your soul."
Yes.
But in iridology, actually, your eyes are the window to your health.
Very good.
So every organ. So we have like, let's say we work with the iris or iridology chart. In this chart, you have like certain areas of the iris where you can kind of see the reflection of the organs in this area. So it can be like an opening in the fiber, it can be like a line, it can be a coloration, or we call it discoloration, or it can also be like dots, or like different things, and they have like different meanings. They can, or you can also see, let's say, in your respiratory system, if you have like vein clogging, like, or you can also see your digestive system, if that, if this is something that is working properly or needs any support. So it's quite interesting. And sometimes even you see certain things, or let's say certain signs in in certain areas, and people also kind of respond to it, and they say, "Ah, you're right. I have this and this, or I had this and this infection for, I don't know, like years and years, or I have this and this balance, or whatever." So you know, you can kind of, or sometimes also you can see like a weakness, which can be an inherited weakness, but with your lifestyle, depends on how your lifestyle is, like how stressful your life is, how good is your diet, so what kind of food are you eating, so what kind of toxins are kind of around you, what kind of toxins are in your system. So that creates certain let's say stages or certain effects in our system, and that can also kind of create certain sickness, illness, allergies, imbalances, so whatever, basically name it.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go deeper a little bit with iridology as we started discussing this topic. So how do you actually look into someone's eyes? I mean, you're doing it right now to me, but there's no iridology, right?
No, that's
so do you have some instruments that you use, or is like the naked eye?
Yeah. No, actually, so kind of to understand or to give you like a little overview, in iridology, they say there are only two true eye colors, which is blue and brown. And everything which is kind of in the middle, let's say green or hazelnut or greenish or yellowish, whatever. So this is kind of related to accumulation in the body. And in iridology, we call it discoloration. It can be inherited from your parents, or it can be also that you developed it with your lifestyle, right? So and yeah, so the way how I learned to work with it, and also how I work with it, is I take pictures of your iris.
Okay.
So and then I will analyze your iris, and also kind of write like a protocol. So what I see, and also what I recommend, how to support this organ or this gland or this weakness that I see in the iris. And from there, for example, if you're my client and you want to work with me, I will also create like a tailored detoxification protocol for you, which like one big part of it is diet, like to put you on a special diet for a certain period of time. It starts, let's say, from 4 weeks, which is like really little. Usually two months is minimum, and it can go up to 6-9 months or even 1 year. It depends on the conditions that you want to heal, and also like the goal that you have. Like if you're like really into it, and for example, I had clients with thyroid issues, and this client, he was like, "No, there's no way I'm gonna take medication for the rest of my life." And so you can kind of reverse this kind of things. Like I said, with the diet, with the right herbs, where we go back to Dr. Morse, because Dr. Morse is quite experienced in this detoxification field, over 47 years of practice. He is a naturopath, and and he helped and healed. I mean, not he healed this people or his clients.
He supported,
he supported the clients on their healing journey, because only the body heals the body. So that's no Dr. Morse or whatever. So it's the body that can heal itself when we allow it and kind of feed the body in the right way.
That's very good. So basically now with these two tools, you can combine them. So first of all, because of the sort of symptoms descriptions of a specific client, you already have some information about them, the way they feel, what are their challenges. Then you can take a look at the iris and decide also that indeed there are some weaknesses, some strengths within their body, and then you can tailor a program to help them with nutrition. That's the primary aspect of it, and mostly is like Dr. Morse kind of methodology, right? So can we go into more details with Dr. Morse methodology now?
Yeah.
So of course, you mentioned already, it's a component of food that you change for them, and also I think there are a range of supplements that come with it. Is that correct?
Yes. So his approach is kind of to focus on food, on diet, which is like the base, like the foundation, and basically to go back to human-specific diet, and so which is basically fruits and vegetables. And if we eat this kind of fruit, like fruits and vegetable, we are gonna hydrate the body. We're gonna also support the body with detoxification because it's like rich of fiber, and also our body can kind of soften the areas where it stores, let's say, toxins or byproducts from firmer diets, from food, whatever. And so your body, you can allow your body kind of to release this kind of things. But you can also kind of just achieve things just by changing your diet, which is like when we look on this pyramid of detoxification, the first step is when you go on a raw diet. And I'm pretty sure like a lot of you experience that already. You kind of feel already also detox effects. Let's say if you have a normal diet with coffee and you used to, you're Italian, right? So you use pasta and pizza,
food,
whatever.
cheese.
And then, yes, and then you switch to a raw food diet. You will kind of experience mild or maybe even already kind of deeper healing crises or healing symptoms. And the second step on the pyramid is, let's say, if you go on a fruit diet. So you go a little bit deeper. The next step is then like when you go on fruit juices or on vegetables and fruit juices or green juices. So you go a little bit deeper in your detoxification. Then the next level is water fasting, where you go even deeper. And on top of the pyramid, you can experience dry fasting, where you don't eat or drink anything at all. But this is like, let's say, something I would recommend for like really serious conditions. If you, let's say, have diabetes, or even thyroid problem, but you know, like
supervised as well, right?
Yeah,
the more
sure.
more sort of thorough and impactful the kind of detoxification you do, the more you need guidance and support, and that's why you're there for them, right?
Yes, for sure.
And on the supplement side, there are herbs, right? What kind of herbs do you use?
So it like depends on the client and on the organs, but I love to work with Dr. Morse herbs because, like I said, he is experienced on this field for such a long time, and he also kind of developed his own herbs and his own brand. And this guy is like brilliant. Like he combines different herbs. And like you can have one herb that is already potent and like really beneficial, let's say for one or couple organs in your system. But if you combined like a group of amazing herbs, they work like an amazing team in your system and support you deeper and faster on your healing journey. So you know, like you can also use different other herbs on your detoxification journey, but yeah, most of the times I prefer to use certain herbs from Dr. Morse. Yeah.
Very nice, because of course I've heard of Dr. Morse here on the island a few times from a few people, but I think you're the only fully qualified kind of person in the Dr. Morse method, is that right, on the island? Or maybe there's some more now?
I'm not like, yes, I know like a few people that work with Dr. Morse herbs as well. Yeah, so I am kind of also experienced with the detoxification process. I work also with the Detox and Retreat Center here on the island. Can I say the name? Yeah,
sure,
it's
sure.
Orion. So, and I've been working with them for around 2 years now. And I mean, they're quite famous on their detox. They have a little bit different program, so it's not like Dr. Morse based, but in general, so I have quite a good experience to kind of guide people on their detox journey, because they can like really experience a lot of crazy symptoms. And I think in this last 2 years, I probably guided around, I don't know, around 500 people.
Wow,
so
that's a lot of people.
Which is a lot of experience,
For
yes.
sure, for sure.
And my own clients that I kind of guide, but I don't know, I can't count it right now. So yeah, so there's a lot of experience and a lot of knowledge from Dr. Moore's side, and this is what I kind of love to use for the program.
So if somebody is experiencing a sort of, symptoms around energy levels, skin conditions, inflammatory conditions of different types, etc., and maybe they're not at the clinical stage, they need to go to the hospital, hopefully, yeah? But it's before that, then certainly there's a lot that you can do by changing your diet, like improving your detoxification, and of course you can support them with the diet specific for them, and also with these herbs, so it's a good package, right? And you do it online as well as on the island, online too, yeah, in Germany or everywhere?
Yeah, basically everywhere. Sometimes like, and especially here on the island, you meet people and then they're quite interested in the work, and they're like, oh my God, but I'm leaving. But yeah, no worries, no problem. We can also work online. That's also kind of a possibility nowadays. Like nowadays, thank God we have this opportunity, right? But I actually also prefer having like one-on-one clients. So, you see them, you can touch them, you can, have a real human around you. And
more of a connecting experience as well.
Yeah.
That's also part of being a therapist, is like having the right connection, the right buy-in for the client. Because sometimes changing diets is kind of tough for people.
Yeah.
So if they, as you said, some people are very motivated, they do more because maybe they just got some sort of condition, or they're really sick in some ways. Or some other ones is more of a lifestyle choice maybe, but everybody kind of needs to take care of their diets, I think, like the large majority of people.
And sometimes for people it's just not that easy, because they have a different lifestyle. Like I had a client, and she was like, oh, I really would love to change my lifestyle and my eating habits and all of that, but she used to work on oh my God, what's the name for it? Like on a oil
ring, yeah.
No, where you
tanker.
Yeah, like in the middle of the ocean.
Wow. Okay.
Like
Okay,
you cannot like, I don't know the right word. Like
find any fresh
whatever.
stuff.
Yeah. So where they kind of
oil rig,
produce oil on in the middle of the ocean. So, and there's no way she can kind of change her diet. So she can eat what they provide there. Of course, she can take something like a supplement or whatever, but she cannot like take fresh fruits and vegetables for months or weeks. So
okay, that's a real challenging.
This is like really a
yes, and then some people have busy lifestyles, they're professionals, they got family commitments after work. And so many people take pleasure from food, in such a way of coping as well with negative emotions. You feel a bit low, you have a piece of chocolate, for a little while you immediately feel good, but then you crash after again. So it's
it is,
it's a challenge.
And it's a decision as well. Like, but also like you don't need to stick to this diet or to this lifestyle for the rest of your life.
Okay.
Some people do because they like the feeling, they like the lightness, they enjoy like having fresh juices, smoothies, whatever, and have like these fresh things. But other people, they're like, oh no, I can't live without my I don't know, whatever, fish, whatever. But like just to understand, if you give your body a break, and if you put your digestive system on holidays, you can heal a lot of things in your body. And then from there, where you kind of reset your body, you reset your system, and then from there you can kind of experiment and see what kind of food is beneficial for you and what kind of food maybe take a lot of energy from you, or is not great for your digestion or whatever. So
Okay, for sure.
this is like people are different. We come all from different part of the world, and so from different part of the world, and yeah. But just to understand, if we want to heal things in the body, it's important to reset the system and to go back to our species-specific diet, which is
More fruit and vegetables for sure, yeah.
Yes.
At
Fruit,
least more fruit and
veggies.
vegetables.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Typically, when you work with clients, I mean, is there any sort of major system in the body that you focus on first or primarily?
Yeah, like we talked already about the diet. And then there are also like major things that we are focusing on. Like there are, let's say, 4 steps to a healthy and vital body or person. And so let's say the first step is digestion. So if your pancreas or your gallbladder is not in balance, you will have a hard time to digest things. So sometimes people see undigested food in their stool, so this kind of thing. So we will focus on that. The second part is absorption. So the food that you eat, you absorb this food in your small and large intestine. So in our intestinal walls, we have so-called microvilli, like little fingers that are kind of absorbing the food, the nutritions from the food that we eat. And if these little fingers, or in general, like if our colon is dirty, full of plaque, mucus, and so on, these little fingers cannot absorb the food in the right way. So the second step is also kind of to focus on to clean your gut and to clean your large and small intestine, and also to take a parasite treatment, because when you kind of remove the sticky layers from the intestinal walls, this is where we start and see not beneficial bacteria. This is where we see parasites. This is where we see candida, and these little creatures, they are like really can kind of play with you like a puppet. So this is the second part that we focus on. And the third thing is utilization. So we need certain hormones in our system, and so certain hormones in our system that support us to utilize the nutritions that we kind of get from the food and to put them in the right directions. And so we will also focus on glands.
Glands, like
yes,
the lymphatic
like,
system, is that?
Lymphatic system is kind of is the next like step I will kind of cover a little bit later. Yeah. So sorry.
So what glands are you looking at?
Yeah. So we focus on glands because glands, they control the organs. So it's also important kind of to support the glands. And the fourth step is also elimination. Elimination is also important. Like everything that you eat at some point is supposed to come out. So your bowel movement, how regularly is your bowel movement? Do you move your bowel every day or every other day, or maybe only twice a week, which is like not really healthy?
No.
Because if you eat food 3 times a day, you're supposed to have bowel movement 2 or 3 times a day. Once is also fine, but like minimum once a day. So, and then we focus on kidneys. Kidneys, very important. On kidneys, on adrenal glands, because adrenal glands, they control the kidneys, or they influence the kidneys. The kidneys, they have a major impact on our lymphatic system. So, and our lymphatic system supports the body to eliminate toxins on cellular level. So, and if our kidneys are out of balance, we have a hard time to eliminate dirt and toxins from the cells and from the body. So then we see stagnation in the body. So again, your body starts kind of to hold on things, to put things in certain areas. So yeah, actually to hold on toxins. And our skin. We also kind of support our skin, because the skin in naturopathy, they say your skin is a third kidney, so it supports you with detoxification. And so how to kind of support your skin, so how to move your body. So you want to sweat, you want to go to sauna, ice bath to activate your lymphatic system, but also kind of to exercise, or also do like certain alkaline bathing or alkaline scrubs.
Okay.
So kind of to support also your skin. So it's holistic.
Very
it's not
holistic,
like we focus only on one thing, and this is like liver, this is like so typical, like, you know, like liver is our detoxification organ, but it's not only the liver, it's like everything is so connected. And everything
plays a role in overall health, right?
Yes, and we need to focus kind of on everything. Yes.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's been very interesting, but of course, you know, the way we usually close the interview is asking you about Koh Phangan, because of course, somebody like you traveled the world, you know, can live anywhere, and you live in Koh Phangan. Why do you love Koh Phangan?
Yeah, so I love this little rock. So I think the first day when I came to Koh Phangan, or let's say it was more in the night, it was already dark, but the first day when I opened my door and saw the nature and saw the beach, I was like, oh my God, I love this island. I really kind of felt the energy of this island, and I still do. And I haven't left the island for 3.5 years, like in a row, but then at some point I wanted to go to Europe, which was in the beginning of the last year.
Okay.
So I went to see my friends and family, and so it was nice. But it was also amazing to come back again. And yeah, I love the island because you have a lot of amazing people here,
Sure.
a lot of great healers, great practitioners. I think there's nothing in this world you can't find in Koh Phangan. So you have everything. You have like every workshop, you have like every modality, you have like every person, like people with a lot of knowledge here, and yeah, and just the community is amazing. And vegan food, amazing restaurants. So
Great fruits, if you like the fruits.
Oh my goodness, amazing, yummy, sweet fruit. Sometimes they taste like someone put like really sugar into this fruit.
Into the papaya, extra, like
yeah.
now is the mango, yeah.
Yeah, I know, so that's why amazing. I love this little island, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people feel the same way.
Indeed, and that's
Yeah.
why we are all here, right?
Yes.
Okay, very nice. Well, you know, Elena, thank you very much for coming to Chalaklam and like sharing your life story and a little bit about iridology and Dr. Morse detoxification. It's been interesting for sure. Kapun kap.
Thank you, Kapun kap.